Hello everyone, happy Saturday. Quick little disclaimer, Rocky is taking a nap on the floor, so if you hear snoring in the background, that is him. Anyways, I wanted to film a little weekend in my life for you guys. If you guys have been keeping up with my recent uploads, I started a mini series on my channel, like a rom-com inspired mini series. And those videos take a really long time for me to produce. Honestly, if I wasn't so much of a perfectionist, they probably wouldn't take as long. Have been wanting to try and like film other videos at the same time, but it's hard because those videos do take up so much of my time and my energy. So I thought it would be fun to just do like a normal weekend in my life and just kind of show you guys like what I do on the weekends when I'm not working like extra hard on those rom-com videos. I woke up early this morning and I went on a walk with my parents. We went on a 2-mile walk with Rocky, but like most Saturdays, that's what we do is we get up and as a family, we go on a walk, like we'll get coffee and then we go on a walk, and it's really awesome. I honestly look forward to that like every Saturday that we do that. Like I love doing that with my parents. Now it is the afternoon. I just ate lunch and everybody's just kind of chilling at home. I'm actually about to read a little bit. Anyone else who's a reader like me, a reader girly, I've been reading Lauren Roberts' like Powerless trilogy. I really love this trilogy. I think it's like one of my favorite fantasy trilogies. I started a tandem read of Powerful and Powerless, but funny thing is, earlier this week I went to Lauren Roberts' event here in Georgia, and someone at the event asked a spoiler question for the new book Fearless. Like literally someone got up on the mic and was like, if you haven't read the book, plug your ears. Literally the whole group of people at this event, everybody was plugging their ears, but I could still hear the girl's question because she said it into the mic. So now I know like one of the major plot points of the last book, and I haven't even finished rereading like the first 2 books. I'm about halfway through the tandem read of the first book in the novella, so I think I'm gonna sit down now and like spend some time reading. I kind of want to watch Pride and Prejudice tonight. Is that crazy? I've never seen Pride and Prejudice, you guys, but I literally got a TikTok on my For You page the other day, and also one of the books that I read recently, The X-Files by Jessica Joyce, one of the main characters was talking about how she's gonna rewatch the like hand scene from Pride and Prejudice, and it made me laugh out loud like seeing that in the book, because I haven't even watched Pride and Prejudice, but I know that the girlies go crazy for that like scene of Mr. Darcy with the hand. I think tomorrow my parents and I are going strawberry picking, and I am so excited. Something about me is I am obsessed with strawberries. So I have always wanted to go strawberry picking, but I think when we lived in Connecticut, I don't think there was really anywhere that we could strawberry pick. And that was something that I had on my little like spring mood board on Pinterest, was that I wanted to go strawberry picking. So I'm very excited about that tomorrow. I'm also gonna try and bake something, I think, with the strawberries. But that's pretty much my Saturday. Sunday is usually Sunday reset day, but because we're going strawberry picking and everything tomorrow, I might try and clean my room and my bathroom today. So yeah, happy weekend and welcome to the vlog. It's much later. It's currently Rocky's sleeping again, so sorry about that if he's loud. It's like 10:19. I'm actually eating girl dinner right now. I'm literally eating buttered noodles with Parmesan. Did not realize that I had like nothing to eat for dinner. I'm also eating dinner really late because I basically was just reading the rest of the evening, and I got so like sucked into my book that I kind of lost track of time, and before I knew it I had to take Rocky for his like evening walk. So I walked him, came back, and then made myself some pasta. But then I also have a little glass of Pinot Gris, my preferred wine of choice. This was like all that I had left in my little wine bottle, so I was like, I'm gonna have me some Pinot Gris in bed. So let me backtrack a little bit. So as I said, walked Rocky. I have like two pairs of Hoka sneakers. I have like the Hoka Bondi sneakers and then the Hoka Clifton sneakers. And my Hoka Bondi sneakers I have had for like 3 years now. I got them in 2022, like late 2022, but lately the past like month, anytime I wear the Bondi ones, those are the ones that I wear like every day, they really hurt like the top of my foot, like not the arch of your foot, but like the top part, you know. And I don't know why, for some reason it's only my left foot. Thought I was tying my shoes too tight, started tying them looser, still hurts. I don't know why. And then I was talking to my mom about it today. Then my mom was like, well, maybe your sneakers are just too old. Like maybe they're just getting like worn out. I started doing a bunch of research on like when you're supposed to retire sneakers, like how long sneakers last. And on the Hoka website, they literally have an article that talks about like how long sneakers are meant to last. And basically mine are way past their like prime. The article was saying that like sneakers typically last anywhere from like 200 to 700 miles, and obviously not every person is like counting how many miles they walk in a pair of shoes. So it was basically saying that like if you were to walk like 30 minutes every day for like a year and a half, that's how long the sneakers would last. And I was like, oh, a year and a half, that makes sense, because I've had these sneakers, like I said, for like 3 years now. I started looking at my Bondi shoes and I was like, yeah, they're like ripping everywhere. They look really bad. I think it's probably just time for me to retire the Bondis. When I walked Rocky this evening, I wore the Clifton sneakers that I have, and like no issues there. I am just sad because I'm like, the Bondis I bought before I went to Paris, and like, why am I sentimental over a pair of sneakers? You know, like it's a pair of sneakers. But like in my mind, I'm like, those were the sneakers that I wore like every day when I was living in Paris, and those were the shoes that like I wore when I went to Dublin and when I went to London for the first time, and like all that stuff. Because also like I wore those sneakers for like the last 2 years of my college experience, graduation. I don't know, it just makes me sentimental to have to like put those shoes away. Not to be over dramatic, but like those sneakers quite literally have carried me and been with me and walked with me through so many points in my life in the past 3 years, like so many like pivotal moments and just like times in my life that it feels like weird to be like, oh yeah, they're past their prime, like I need to phase them out. The other last thing I really wanted to say, because I've been talking for a while and this clip is probably very long, this sweatshirt that I'm wearing today, I am obsessed with it. And as you guys know, probably from watching my videos or even just from this video, I'm a big reader, okay? I'm a big reader, and I specifically love like romance books and fantasy books. But there is this store that I found. They literally came across my like explore page, and I saved the clothing item because I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. Didn't even realize that it was bookish merch. And not only that, but it was book merch for like one of my favorite romance books. Didn't even realize that. Like I just had saved the post because I was like, wow, this is a really cute clothing piece and I really want it. And I saved the post, didn't really look too much into the shop. It's a bookish merch shop and it's called Rebel and Fleur. I'll put their link down below and their @ on the screen. I am obsessed with their stuff. They did a collection for my favorite like romance book and one of my favorite romance series, which is the Rebel Blue Ranch series by Lila Sade. My favorite book from the series thus far is Done and Dusted. Because the last book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series comes out next week, they restocked it, and one of the things I ordered is this sweatshirt, and it says Meadowlark, Wyoming, which is like the fictional town that the story is set in and takes place in. This sweatshirt, you guys, I am not kidding, this is probably one of the nicest quality sweatshirts I've owned in my life. Literally took it out the packaging and I was like, this is incredible. Like, it is so thick and it's so nice, and I got a size small and it fits oversized, and I feel like most times when companies say oversized fit, it's not actually oversized fit. This is oversized fit. Also, the fact that this is a sweatshirt that I feel like if you saw it, it looks like a sweatshirt if I went to Meadowlark, if it was a real town. It looks like a piece of merch that like I would buy at like the gift shop or the visitor center. Like, it does not at all look like book merch, and that is what I love so much about this, and specifically about Rebel and Fleur's merch, like going on their website. It does not look like book merch at all. Like, it just is cute clothes, but then like if you're a reader, you get it, and like I love that. If you're like a book girly or just someone that likes book merch that doesn't really look like book merch, highly recommend checking out Rebel and Fleur. Also, it's a small business, so like we love shopping small, especially in today's politic environment. We definitely want to support the small businesses. I mean, we want to in general, but like especially right now. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start getting ready for bed, but I'm also gonna start watching Pride and Prejudice because like I said, I really want to watch that movie tonight. But I will see you all in the morning. The next day was a little bit chaotic, so I didn't get to talk in any of these clips, but I got off the wait list for a club Pilates class that morning, so I went to that. And then I came home, my mom and I changed, got ready, and then we headed out to go strawberry picking. The strawberry picking was a lot of fun. It was just extremely hot. We went in the afternoon and it was like 90 degrees. There were rows upon rows upon rows of strawberries, which I was not really expecting. It was just a lot, honestly, but nonetheless, my mom and I still had a really good time picking strawberries. After the strawberry picking, we were both so exhausted, so I came home and just crashed, which is why I didn't film a formal outro for this video. But that is the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future content, and I will see you all hopefully in my next video. Bye!